So join us today at Thorney Lakes for Nude-fest, where we have an interview with Hector Martinez and Simon and Helen Berriman.
And at the end of the video, you see how we get these shots.
Okay. Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome to another video. Today we have a really interesting British conversation. We're going to be sharing with you guys several personalities from the community. We're going to be talking about what they have going on. So part of my Euro trip is to experience naturism in different countries across the world. Well, across Europe for now.
Yeah.
And each country has its uniqueness. And it's really interesting because we imagine naturism to be sometimes expressed or practiced in one way when there's probably dozens of different ways that people can enjoy social unity. So, can you guys introduce yourself?
So, we are Michael and Fiona.
Naked Travels.
And Paul's Wheels and Wanderlust.
And Paul's Wheels and Wanderlust. Don't forget about our YouTube channel.
YouTube channel now, back on again.
Back on again. We weren't taken down, but we're back on again, yeah.
I'm sure there's a great story behind that.
There is.
Yeah.
We travel around Europe and further afield, and we take people abroad, and we also talk about promoting naturism.
Awesome. And we also have Helen and Simon.
Yes.
Guys, would you like to introduce yourself a little?
So we are, Helen and Simon Berriman. We are
Helen and Simon.
Helen and Helen's husband. More to the point. But we're also known as Berriman's Bear All and the Naked Retro Gamers. So yes.
My role's quite formal within British naturism. I'm the women's officer. So
Win officer?
Wino, if you want.
Wino.
Women naturism officer. Cheers. My role is really to be a voice for women within the community and to promote women all over the world, really, to the joys and benefits of pose-free living.
And my role is to
carry my handbag.
Carry a handbag and play computer games.
And edit the videos.
Yeah.
And the podcast.
And do all the work she doesn't want to do.
Basically, yeah, I'm the PA.
And today we're located in Nude-fest. Today is what?
It's Friday. Yeah, lost track of time.
The 11th?
No idea.
Yeah, I think it's the 11th.
It's been a delightful experience, except it's really, really hot. And
yes, we are in the UK.
Yeah. You guys said you don't usually get this level of heat.
Oh,
Not
no,
like
this is
this.
really unusual.
Not
really
for this
unusual.
long, not for this length of time. I mean,
No.
we have heat waves usually each summer, but this is about the third one so far this year,
And it's
isn't it?
so extreme. It's so extreme. But
So I was here a month ago and it was sunny the entire week that I was here. Like everyone said it was unusual. Now I'm here and it's really hot, so I don't know how
it's your
unusual.
fault.
Yeah.
It's either I'm bringing the sun or
That's
this
what we
is
think.
not as unusual.
It's
You're
one every
definitely
10
bringing the
years,
sun.
isn't it, this summer?
Yeah,
You
I
could
think
have
so.
brought a little bit of fresh air with you or something.
Would've been nice.
This is intense.
Maybe some
We are
clouds would
intense.
have been
Yeah.
nice, but
Yeah.
I guess we can't have it all.
Nope.
No, but we're British. We are trained to complain.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty good at that. I didn't know I had some British in me.
Yeah, too hot in the day and too cold at night.
Yeah, exactly.
And you haven't heard of our second favourite conversation, have you? Nature's my first, and
what is
weather
that?
is our second.
Oh, yeah.
So that's our national.
Have another beer,
I'll have
Mike.
another beer and put my teeth back in,
Cheers.
yeah. It's our national conversation
Yes.
after fish and chips, weather.
Yeah. Well, Hector, we've actually shown you a couple of British traditions this time round.
Yeah,
haven't
I didn't know
we?
weather was one of them.
No, well, speaking of weather, there's weather spoons.
Yeah.
First weather spoons experience.
Yes.
So that's like a cheap chain of pubs around the UK, and so Hector had his first spoons
Oh.
experience.
I think I overdid that first experience. I ordered the largest burger I could find
Oh my
and a
God.
beer.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Breathe.
but I was fully committed and I finished it.
You did
Yeah.
finish, well done.
Brilliant.
Apart from one onion ring.
Were you counting?
But she did it.
Well, you should have asked me. I'm giving it to you.
And what was the second? Oh, you had
grapes.
your cream tea.
Cream tea
Oh, cream
today.
tea today,
That
yes.
was a really delightful
Scone.
experience. Yeah.
Cream, potty cream, jam. butter.
Although he did prepare it the Devon way.
I didn't know there was.
It's two-way, Cornish and Devon. I don't even know which way it goes round, but you know. Hey.
Oh, I do.
And I prepared it the other way the second time.
Oh, okay.
But I prefer the Devon.
You prefer the
I don't think we can be friends.
and also Common's English mustard.
Oh yeah.
I did, yeah.
Oh, did you like
Which
that?
which kind of tastes like wasabi.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of mustard, and I don't know if I put wasabi in my breakfast, but
You're kind of a bacon back without mustard, in my opinion. But
Ooh.
a lot of people think it's the same as American mustard.
Oh,
both
it's
yellow.
no.
It's so strong.
completely different. Yeah.
They're nice.
So I've had quite my fair share of British culture.
Great.
You have.
So the next thing we've got to find you is some Pims and some strawberries.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Pins, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had. I heard about Pims.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
lovely.
yeah,
You
okay.
don't even know it's alcoholic.
That's
Is
the
it-
problem.
Is it
Yeah,
too sweet?
exactly.
Is it too
It's
sweet?
not
No?
too sweet.
Okay.
No,
No,
I
it's
can do
nice.
it. You'll be able
Okay.
to do it.
So you have
I'll
strawberries,
handle it.
mint. What else do you have?
Cucumber.
That's it.
Yeah.
Lemonade
whatever
ice.
fruit you want in
Liking
it.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
chuck a jungle in it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
We used to do ginseng lychees as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. We did lots of things.
Just a little bit
Yeah.
of a hit to it.
Yeah.
So you guys were sharing earlier that you lead some trips and that you organize things. Can you share a little bit about what you guys do?
We can start from the start where we became naturists. I think that's the best way to do it,
That's
isn't it?
generally a good,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
good starting point.
yeah,
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. So we got
Free
married.
internet.
Brilliant today.
I was born in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got married in '94, didn't we?
Yeah, and you were born in.
91.
That's when I left school.
And we booked a honeymoon in Greece, and we went to the hotel. The hotel was a typical textile hotel. Textile obviously we closed on, and the beach was massive and busy. And we just thought, we walked down and thought, we've got to sit with all these people. This is like a bit. So we thought we'll walk a little bit further. We might be able to find somewhere a bit quieter and a bit nicer. Went around the corner, and there were another couple there, and they were completely nude. And we just sort of looked at each other and thought, oh, should we stay here or should we just like, you know? And Mike said, well, we'll just sit down, and they're not doing anything. I was like, okay. So we sat down, nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then Mike goes, I'm just going in the sea. So he took his swimming trunks off, went in the sea, and I just looked at her and I just thought, she's really enjoying this. I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to take off everything, get in, and do you know what? That was.
You love the
I
experience.
loved it, and came out. I just lay on the towel, dried off, and felt so much.
It's so free.
It's amazing. And I said we're going to have to come back down here tomorrow, and we did, and that's where it stemmed from basically. So when we got back to the UK, we searched out for sort of like clubs and things.
Yeah.
But at that time, naturism was a little bit sort of
Taboo.
yes.
Yeah.
It was sort of also, I mean, we were 20s.
Yeah, we were quite young then, so
Whenever we went somewhere, it was sort of the average age was 80.
Really?
At least.
So it's gone down from 80 to.
It's gone down to
Yeah.
82.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has improved at 20
It has
years.
improved, yes, in 20,
But-
30 years.
and-
30 years.
and we found that there was nothing really for sort of younger people. It was all very, and we didn't really want to do that. We wanted to just go somewhere, be naked, and enjoy the experience, and then go home basically. But we couldn't find anything like that.
Yeah.
So we later on, a few years later, we sort of just went along to things and
Well, we found a nice place abroad, so we went
Yeah,
to
so
Spain,
we
on
went to
holiday to
Spain.
Spain, and just found that the naturist holidays were so much nicer than
Yeah.
the textile holiday. People were friendly, and you get a smaller, more intimate environment.
and the facilities are better.
Are they?
Yeah, you get jacuzzis, saunas,
Oh, yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
Whereas textiles, you tend not to get that. Yeah, we're all dripping
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Sweat.
So yeah, and then after that, we just thought, right, this is it. We just got to go out there and see what we can find abroad, and we brought this back to people in the UK to try and get them interested and try and broaden their horizons because.
Yeah.
And this isn't I don't want to sort of put anyone down in the UK, but there are a lot of naturist people in the UK.
Yeah.
Older.
They're not very accepting of change,
Yeah.
and they just want to stay as it is. And, oh no! But then if they carry on like that, they're just going to die out, and there's going to be no one there to take up the
So are you talking about the sort of club mentality?
Yeah,
The club mentality.
Yeah.
Not generally as a, you know, if you were just an individual naturist and you talk about just generally club culture really. And
That's what I refer to
Close
as
the
the
doors and-
Yeah.
20th century versus the 21st century
Yeah.
attitudes. You know, the 20th
Yeah.
century attitude is very secret society, meet in a car park.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened to us.
That
Yeah.
sounds.
They used to get
yes.
interviewed apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you used to be interviewed in your home before you
Oh,
were
yeah.
allowed to
Yeah.
join.
And we had that when we were lived. This is when we came back and we lived sort of in Hampshire.
Yeah.
And we had to meet this chap. He rang him up and said, "Can we come to your club?" "Oh yes, but we have to meet at this car park, and then we have to make sure you're okay, and then give you the code."
What are your
to get-"
intentions? To
What are your
come, Why do
intentions?
you want to come to the Nature's Club? Blah blah blah. And go along for 3 visits, and then we have to go in front of the committee. And you know, as,
Wow.
as
Yes.
youngsters, you just go.
I'm
"Oh,
not
I
doing
just
that.
wanna Turn
Yeah,
up,
that
pay me
put
money.
me
I'm-
off.
I
So
know
it
it did.
really
It
put me
did.
off. And do you know, the finest thing that did it for me was when we got there, the guy, when we got into the other side, we got in, he actually said to me, well, you know that you've got to be completely naked. And I just said, and I was a bit cautious then, although I liked the experience of being naked, for some man that I've never met before to just turn around and say, "Well, she's not coming in here unless she's completely naked." I felt really, really, I said to Mark, I don't know what we're coming into, because I was fairly already inexperienced at that time
Yeah.
of it all. And he goes, "Oh, it'll be fine." And I was like, "I don't think so." And then I said, "Well, why do I have to do that?" I questioned him, and he didn't know how to answer it. And he backed completely off of me and just said, "Well, you know, that's what we do." He didn't have really have a proper answer for it.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I'm not happy to do it." And I just said, "I'd rather come back and go somewhere which, you know, is more accepting of somebody that wants to try it out."
Yeah.
You don't want to be told to
Exactly,
be
I was told,
naked.
"You've got to be naked, or you're not coming in."
Yeah.
And I felt really threatened actually, and it was quite intimidating for me. So I just thought, no, I'm not doing that. And then we left and went home, and that was it really.
A lot of those clubs are kind of on the decline now, or at least,
Yeah.
you know, you fast forward into the more modern era, and you've got a lot of the clubs now that are at least open to day visits and being more of a venue rather than, you know, they're waking up to the internet age, as it were, a little bit too late.
Yeah.
You know, these clubs are still run by sort of like 60, 70 year olds.
Hey, 60 is the new 40.
And the 50s, the new 20s.
I'm still in my 40s, just. But yeah, no, I mean, a lot has changed in the last 20 years.
Well, I'm not being funny, but a lot has changed in the last 4 years.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's how long I've been a naturist for.
Yeah, I mean,
What's happened in the last 4 years?
In the last 4 years, I've seen quite a difference in the way the media portrays naturism, because I feel like more and more people, like us all, are coming forward and talking about the benefits of naturism, what it does for us all, how it helps with the self-esteem, body image, body freedom, and all of the wonderful good things it does. And people are wanting to know more about that on the wellness side of it and
I've
the
noticed that.
holistic side of things. So more and more TV companies, medias, newspapers are actually taking a genuine interest
Yeah.
and wanting to know. So a lot of the stories that you'll see in the papers, sensible newspapers will run sensible stories. You still get the silly clickbait headlines and that sort of thing. But on the whole, I think the attitude towards it is coming from a more understanding
You do
point of
find
view.
that the journalists who actually write the articles are very understanding usually, and actually sometimes even try it out for the clubs themselves.
And we've seen that.
Yeah,
They're also pretty
it's when
smart. Like their job is to investigate it,
Yeah.
to figure things
And
out.
be open-minded
So
to
by the
find
time
things,
they come, they have a pretty good idea of what it's
oh
about.
yeah.
yeah, it's the clickbait editors that then haven't
Yeah.
ever been there and don't know what they're doing that write the stupid headlines that go with it.
But then moving forward, sorry, Helen, if you wanted to.
Point made.
Yeah.
I'm very succinct.
No. I was just going to say that, you know, moving forward, it's been great for us in respect to like getting the coverage out there for talking about naturism and promoting it, because we've been, like you were saying about the media, we've been asked to be involved with lots of really good, you know, factual programs like Naked Education. Michael was the male lineup, and obviously I was the female lineup, and we talked about our experiences with body confidence issues in our past and how it's made us better, you know, to understand ourselves and just giving us a bit more confidence and, you know, just generally we feel better for being there like that.
I think as a group of people, we're all very, very keen to spread the word about the body freedom and like I said before, and how it does give you confidence. And I think in my case, if I'd have found this 20, 30 years ago, I could have helped other people sooner, helped myself sooner, and that's why we're putting ourselves out there really, and doing things like podcasts, interviews that we all participate in, the media stuff we do, the writings that we do, the social media work that we do.
Why haven't you invited me on your podcast?
Because you're not a woman.
Oh, that's true.
I'm pretty sure you're not.
The podcast is called Women in Focus.
That probably explains it.
Maybe we need to men in focus.
Or in focus.
Just in focus, yeah. Naturism in focus, yeah.
But that's why we all do it, I think, and that's the key point, is trying to make it more understood.
You've had a lot of very powerful interviews with women who have gone through even like breast removal surgery. Can you tell us a little bit about the impact that you believe that their testimonies and their experience has on other women and on society in general?
Yeah, I mean, not all of the women that I speak to are naturists, and the podcast, what I'm trying to do is just to bring the viewpoints of women into focus, as it's called, and some of the different things that we have to deal with body issues, with societal standards, really, or beauty standards, what society thinks we need to look like. And the most recent podcast guest was a breast cancer survivor who was told by society that she should have the diseased breast off and then reconstructed. She didn't want that. And so her story is that inspiring because she advocated to have them both off, even though the other breast was healthy.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to be therefore paranoid forevermore that something was going to come in the second breast. So she advocated to get that done, eventually got it done. And then they were still bullying her, really, into
tattoos.
Either having tattoos or having reconstruction. And she was like, why do I need to cover up my scars?
Yeah.
They're part of my story. They're signs that I've survived something really, really profound and really, really deep.
Yes.
And so she's run with that and is now running topless.
Literally run with it. So because she wants that. Her perspective was coming from the point of, well, I haven't got breasts, I haven't even got nipples. Why on earth would I need to cover my top half up anymore just because I happen to be female?
Well, the fact that she has to cover up is ridiculous, but now that she doesn't have dangerous breasts,
exactly,
they could threaten society.
Yeah, exactly.
Scary nipples.
And yet she still receives people telling her that she should cover up because she's a woman.
Yeah, that's gross. We don't want to see that.
We don't want to see your scars.
That's horrible, isn't it?
We get that. If we go on public naturist walks, put it away, or 50-odd, or we don't want to see that. And it's like,
that's what we want to see is naked 50-year-old women.
It is not about being seen, though.
It's not. That's the whole thing, isn't it?
It's about spreading the word, spreading the joy.
It very much is about promoting sort of the mental wellness side of it and the body confidence, because that is kind of where the social media attitude is now.
Yeah.
And that's vastly different to where the naturism of the 20th century was, where it was very much about, just getting our clothes off, but we don't want the neighbours to know.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Which naturism was born as something through wellness, like I guess being exposed to the sun, they thought was healthy.
It was all part of fitness.
Yeah.
Hence the reason H&E magazine is called H&E because it stood for health and efficiency.
Oh.
That was its original title back in sort of like the early part of the 20th century.
Yeah, it's been going for 100 years, that magazine.
Over 100 years, yeah, you're right.
Wow.
It's it was originally actually came from the reverse in the sense, and because it was about showing the body beautiful and showing the bodybuilders and all that sort of thing. And so it's kind of gone a little bit full circle in promoting body acceptance as you are.
Yeah.
But naturism itself has sort of like has been sort of like a core ethos through that time.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then after that, you guys started organizing experiences, and then you also had a YouTube channel that was taken down, like mine.
We went through that one.
So yeah, we were coming up to 1,000 subscribers, and we were doing really well. And for some unknown reason, we had a message from YouTube saying your channel has been in violation of our conditions and things.
Yeah.
And we were thinking, well, we've really tried to blank everything out. We don't know what it is, and maybe we've said something we shouldn't have said. But you don't get any.
Were you censoring nudity?
Yeah, we were censoring nudity.
Yeah.
So it didn't have any.
Oh
explicit
no,
nudity.
And we
Which
were
is
just-
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, and I'm not sure whether it's picked up something we said on the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But they took it down, and that really was a big confidence blow for us, because we thought this is quite a good way of getting out the message out there.
Yeah.
But then they put and it did make it just knocks you, because you think, I spent a long time, and it is a lot of work doing it,
Yes.
and editing, and all the rest of it. People think it's an easy thing to do, but it isn't.
No.
Not professional.
No, and you're like, right, okay, so we've got to start again. So it didn't put us off. We ended up going on another social media platform. We put them on there, and our followers went onto that, and they said, okay, we can watch your content through the other social media.
What platform?
Vimeo.
Vimeo
yeah.
and Patreon, obviously.
Patreon page. So people were quite prepared to do that, which they did. But like I say, now we've set up another one, which is going to be a combination of, it was called Naked Travels, but now it's called Paws, Wheels and Wanderlust. We have a dog, we have a motorhome, and we like travelling.
So the standard to take the piss of us is we've just bought a house and bets are being placed of when we're going to leave the house already. The minute we moved in, they're going to get 6 months.
But and that's where we've sort of diverted. And what we want to do is combine the naturist thing. We'll just do what we did again, but blur out things, but do new adventures, and just get more people the message out there. This is really good fun, and you should give it a go, and just promote other countries as well, because I think people also in the UK are not aware of like how culturally different
The rest of the world is.
and also because of the fact that naturism, out in certain countries, obviously, certain countries don't tolerate it very well, but there's others that really do. And if you've got that option to go there and experience it, why not? I would, but that's
You will.
You will.
You are.
We haven't,
And we're always open. We do. We get a lot of people contacting us and saying, would you like to come here? And we've seen you on it, and we thought you were great. And would you like to do this? And it's brilliant, and that's what we want to do.
There is that thing around the countries around Europe, because each country has its own laws, but they're all so tightly close together. People are kind of left in that. But what can I do where?
Yeah.
Is this allowed there? Can I do that? What are the rules in this country?
Yeah. We just make sure that they're aware of that, and we're doing it for them essentially, so they can just make their own mind up whether they want to go there or not.
Sounds like a hard job.
It is a hard job.
very hard job.
Yeah.
We've got to work as well in between time. That's the only
sometimes.
drawback.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've got to turn up at
It's
work.
not all fun and beers.
No,
Unfortunately not.
But we like doing it, so, and we enjoy promoting it, so it's brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's the nice thing when someone comes up to you and says, I saw your video on this, and I've gone there because of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, can you tell me a bit more about that place you went to? So when we arrived here, we had someone come up to us from California, wasn't it?
Oh,
They just visited the UK
yeah.
and were here for 2 weeks. You may have met them on the first day or something, which were here Monday, Tuesday.
Wow.
But they came up to say, where can we go? Where did you go?
Yeah, where can you recommend? And we're like, okay.
And what has been one of your favorite destinations?
I think the Caribbean, for me. I really enjoyed that.
Tell us.
I think we'd agree.
So before Hurricane Irma destroyed St Martin, we went there and we stayed on Orient Beach, and that was used to be called Club Orient, which is now like being rebuilt again because of the hurricane, as I said. It was fantastic. I mean, I can't recommend it highly
Can you
enough.
describe it for us?
Pristine white sand, the
Huts on the beach.
huts on the beach, beautiful clear
Cabanas.
water,
Banners, restaurant
beautiful.
on the beach, happy hour at 2 to 4,
frozen cocktails on the beach. They're just fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
I
as
know.
hot as it is here? Or hotter?
No, because you've got the sea breeze, which is nice.
So
Yeah.
it is actually hotter, but it feels
But it feels nicer.
nicer, and you've got the sea to dip into, which is the good
Naturist place we stayed there was it's called Jardin de Haut, which is like in the hills, and that is a
that one's still going.
complex of small apartments with their own jacuzzi outside, and it's run by a French couple, a beautiful couple that actually love promoting naturism as well. So they said to us, yeah, come along, you know, see what you can do, and it was fantastic. We had a great time there. But we had a lovely video of that, but yeah, we had to take him down. So we've got to find it so we can read. You know,
it's on Patreon.
You just have to go and make another one.
Yeah.
And the good thing was when we were there at the Jardin d'Eau, there was a few Americans there. And there's lots of Americans. It's very close to America. No, when we were staying there was about 3 or 4 Americans, and they said to us, "Wow!" They said, "You know, we're going on to the BVIs. Have you been there? Would you know anywhere there?" We said, "We haven't been there yet." And then like, no, I was like, "Wow!" You know. And I said, "Well, if you want us to go,
we can go for you."
Yeah. So yeah, but it was fantastic. A really good place to go, and we really enjoyed it. So yeah, I mean the food, everything. You can't beat it. It's just fantastic.
Caribbean is fantastic. I mean, Helen's first naturist beach experience was in the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, how shabby was that?
For you.
I still haven't made it to a UK beach.
I can see why you enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like it was a holiday that we weren't expecting to go on. So it's a big new cruise.
Big boat, yeah.
Bare necessities.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Simon and I had the opportunity to go, and we haven't really travelled that much together yet.
No.
And so we treated it like a honeymoon.
We did really, because it was only like 5 years after we got married. I say only. It was 5 years after we got married.
Yeah. And there was just so many firsts for me as well. So first time on the beach, first time on a cruise, first time riding a horse in the ocean. You know, it was
naked.
That's one of the best.
First time naked.
Yeah. Well, first time riding in an ocean.
Yeah. I don't think it was the first time on a beach.
Yeah, and not first time on the beach.
Yes. First time naked on a beach. First time naked on a horse. First time naked zip wiring.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. I haven't ridden a horse naked yet.
I'll do that.
What else did we do? Loads of firsts. We kept saying, "Can't believe we're here."
Oh yeah, I know.
yourself.
Yeah, it was a 14-night cruise, and I mean, it's the one and only cruise we've ever been on, and it's just a fantastic experience. Yeah,
100% want to repeat
I feel
that.
envious because
I think we actually.
probably. I've been invited for 2 years, but I didn't have my visa updated, so I haven't been able to go.
Yeah.
And then I have my interview in October. I didn't have to get an interview before, but there was a change in the administration. Now I need to get an interview. And I don't know what I'm going to answer when they ask me, why do I want to go to the States? Because I don't.
Well, just say to advocate naturism.
Well,
See what they
I'll just say I want to go on a nude cruise.
Yeah, see what they say.
If you can do it, do it.
You're only briefly in the States. Think of that.
Yeah.
You're passing through, really. Yeah.
I mean, I lived in the States when I was a child. I lived there for 8 years from age 4 to 12. It wasn't bad back then, but it's changed a bit.
Just a little bit.
So, how many countries have you guys visited?
Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it?
Not enough is a good answer.
Not enough, I think.
Yeah.
It needs to have some more.
Just some more.
I think roughly. What would you say?
As naturists, about 10 probably.
Yeah, probably about 10.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so we've done most of Europe. We've got a van, so we've travelled around Europe. We've done Europe twice in the van, just driven down to Spain.
We've gone further with it, haven't we?
We did Greece 1 year, so we did all the way down to the Greek islands.
So something I'm noticing, and I started the conversation with this, is that there is no such thing as naturism in the sense that it's not one experience. It's multiple experiences in different countries. So can you tell us a little bit about how different countries enjoy social nudity?
Yeah. I mean, social nudity. I used to live in Holland. We went to Holland recently, and Germany is very similar. But it's more. They don't really call themselves naturists as such. They're sort of more. We'll go to the spa. It will be naked. Go to the beach. It's hot.
It's
we'll
expected,
swim
isn't
naked.
it? Yeah.
It's just normal.
Yeah,
whereas
it's normal, yeah.
so they don't class themselves as naturist, a lot of people. So
No.
it's different in that way.
They're not naturists, but they do almost everything nude.
Yeah.
Yes. And
They don't eat nude though.
They don't eat nude
No,
that
they
much.
don't
Yes,
eat
that
clothes.
is
Yeah, it's very interesting,
There's
isn't
only
it?
a few places where the restaurants allow nudity
Yeah.
in the restaurants itself. France is very organised naturism.
Yeah.
It's
very segmented, right?
Yes.
It's sort of, you have to go to an official naturist place.
Yeah. I think
There's lots of them.
being topless is fine on some beaches, isn't it? There?
Yeah, topless is fine, but nudity is only
complete nudity.
expected official naturist
Or
beaches.
official ones,
yeah.
yeah.
But you can go to the Tourist Information Board and say, where's the nearest naturist beach, or where's the nearest naturist resort? And they know, and they'll tell you.
Yeah.
And the first year we went down to Uranat was quite a sort of, you're driving, we're about 3 miles out, there's a sign, Uranat, that way.
Yeah.
Euro,
Massive
centre the
sign.
naturism. Huh? Really? As British, where it's sort of...
You'll be like behind
Hidden.
a bush. You find that.
Yes, exactly. It was quite a shock at first, but, it is very organised. And Spain, again, it's all
Well,
publicly
in
known,
Spain you can be
advertised, and it's-
naked anywhere. It's
Yeah.
not a problem. And that, like I say, it's all very accepting, more family orientated. And we were down there and we saw people just going on the beaches with their children and just having a great time. But most of them were naked.
Yeah.
It's
So they
salmon monster.
only have 400 traditional
Only.
nude beaches.
Yes.
So the way that I understood it is that you can be nude anywhere,
Yeah.
but people don't generally do it unless it's designated as traditionally nude. But you also go to any other beach and you see half of the women or more than half of the women topless.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I guess just taking off that little extra is not that
It's
big
not
of a
such
deal.
a big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But in Spain as well, they've got...
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
okay, of course, yeah.
so should we do a part 2?
Yeah, I think
Do
we'll
part
have to
two?
do
Yeah.
Part two.
We can do that
follow up.
tomorrow. Can we
Yeah.
do it tomorrow?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
Part 2,
Yeah, okay.
All right, good.
Hello.
Hello.
So, have you ever wondered what it takes to get one of our group shot photos? Here we're at Nude-fest, everybody getting together to do a mixture of shots, some Facebook friendly, some not for Instagram, Twitter. No, not Instagram, can't put these on Instagram. So for Twitter and Blue Sky, so if you follow us on there, you'll see some of these pictures come out soon. So we grabbed a group of people together, and here we are trying to get these shots. Enjoy, it takes a lot of effort behind the camera work. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe.